Hello my fellow software developers. In this video we will implement this delete button on backend of our application, and we're going to create a new endpoint that will delete the file from the S3 bucket and from the DynamoDB database. So let's start. First, let's create a new function in our backend here. We will call it delete photo. So in our delete photo function, we can again copy the stuff from some other function and copy these and rename it to the delete photo. And then in our serverless file, we have to add another function here in functions, and it's going to be delete photo and here it's going to be path delete and the method delete as well. So getting back to our function here, what we're going to do in order to completely delete our photo. We have our photo in two buckets, thumbnail bucket and original file bucket, and we have it in database. So we have to delete it from all three places and return successful response to our client. So let's do it. First, we need to parse our ID of the photo we want to delete and the name of the photo. These two things we will need to know which photo we're gonna delete. So ID and name from our event, just the same way as in update photo. And then using these two variables, we're gonna construct our parameters for the S3 bucket command, delete command. So first one, original bucket and key name. We can just copy this. Oh, wait, this is gonna be original. And this is thumbnail. And then we will just call the S3 delete object and pass these original params and then thumbnail params. And after we deleted both files, we can delete from our database as well. So we need to know our table name, photos table, and our key is gonna be primary key, and it's going to be our ID. And then we just call await DynamoDB client delete. We pass our delete from DB params here and waiting for promise to resolve, and let's put it inside our try catch. So let's test it in Postman. Let's change it to delete, and here we're gonna have our ID and name. Let's check our name now because I do not remember. So this is what we renamed it, how we renamed it. So, and let's check an ID. ID is correct. So we're gonna send this delete request to our server, and let's restart it first because we added a new root and we need to restart after it. Now let's test. And unexpected token. What is unexpected here? Oh yes, I need to parse event body. Okay, I made a mistake somewhere with this key. It should be capital letter. And here it is already capital. So let's try again. Provided key element does not match schema. It's here. And now finally should work. I hope so. What results are not defined? Okay, it does matter because we don't have any results yet, but I think now it should be deleted, our item. Yes, you see, we can't find this item, so we're going to back to the list of the items in table. And if we refresh here, there is no such picture anymore. And if we go to our S3 bucket, we can't see the picture with this name. We can try one more time. Let's first rename this like cat to delete JPEG. And now let's go to our database. What was the ID of this one? I think it's this one, yes. So let's try to delete it. And we click. Interesting that it deleted few items at the same time. It's probably because they were just referring to the same file. But anyway, we deleted it successfully. And here where we are sending response, let's just return the ID of deleted item. I don't know what's it gonna do with that, but just not to send the empty response. And now let's get back to our front end and let's make this little button live. So in our client, we go to components and image, where we already have a couple of mutations, and we will create a new mutation, delete photo mutation. And first we need to add the actual delete photo function here. So export const delete photo. We're getting an ID here that's gonna be a string, and then we can copy this piece. And here we're gonna have a delete endpoint, and the method is gonna be delete, just like in our serverless file. And now we can just use it in our new mutation here. Use mutation, delete photo. And on success, we're also going to invalidate our query with photos. Now let's go to our little button. Not this one, this is for deleting the tag. This one. It's gonna be light and it's gonna be on click here. And on click, just like this one, we're doing a function where we are calling our delete photo mutation, mutate image ID. Do we have ID on image? Oh yeah, we have ID primary key. So image primary key. In this case, on our interface, we're having this ID by mistake because it's actually primary key. It's not an ID. Yeah, we will fix this ID later. Now let's finish with our button for deleting the picture. It says it's missing children. Let's add the children. So now it should work. And it says missing required key in params. Did I forget something? Oh yes, I see. I forgot to pass the name from our front end. We need not only ID, we also need to pass the name of the image to know which file we're deleting. Let's do it here, where we're passing it in our delete mutation. And what we're gonna change, we need to change this one. So here we're getting not just ID, we're getting an object ID name. And here we're passing ID and name. And in our component, we also will pass an ID, and name is going to be image name. And now let's try again. And our delete returned as ID, and you see it deleted the picture, so we can delete all the rest broken pictures without an image from our browser client without going to database. So now when we implemented our delete button functionality, let's fix this primary key and ID issue. So we don't have an ID on our image, we have only primary key. So let's remove it from the type that I added it by mistake, to be honest. And let's replace all the ID here with primary key. And then on our backend as well, we are using it in update photo and delete photo. So let's change it from the ID to primary key. Primary key, can just do this. Delete photo, update photo, primary key. I think that's it. Let's just quickly test it if everything still works fine. Let's try to rename the kitten. It is renamed. Let's try to delete the tag. It deletes. And let's try to delete an image. Okay, with the image something went wrong. Okay, let's check. Key, primary key. Oh, here. Everything should be fine. Oh no, here we forgot to change it here. It's good we have our TypeScript because it highlights us where else we can change things. So now let's try again the delete button. Still gave some error, by the way. ID is not defined. But I think that's gonna be fine now. I think it just didn't update. Let's try delete the last one. Yeah, now it worked fine. So yeah, as you see, we deleted all our pictures now. We don't have any, but it's okay. So that's it. And in the next video, we're going to implement our user authentication with Cognito, and it's gonna be next big topic for a few videos. Follow along, and don't forget to like and subscribe on my channel. Thank you.